Hey, Howard.
Yeah.
Remember how we were talking about how EA was going to be like nothing this year?
Yeah, on the unreleased skit, because there's a reason.
Oh.
Would you like to release the reason, Dave?
I would love to know the reason.
Because the day I was about to publish the skit, news came out. E3 2023's been canceled. We had a whole skit. We had a whole segment.
I had no idea that never got. That
We had a whole segment. We planned a whole skit for June. And just as I was about to post it, I look and I get E3's been canceled. I hate you guys. Why do you ruin my fun? What's wrong with you guys?
Oh, that's funny. I did not know that never got out.
So I guess we can now do the whole entire
the whole bit
unreleased segment from scratch. So hey Dave.
Hey Howard.
Did you hear that Microsoft, Sony, Nintendo, Ubisoft, and a bunch of other developers have basically pulled out of EA?
No, I didn't. Why don't you tell me about it?
Well, due to all, they're going to still separate and have their own individual live broadcasts around the same time.
Well, how about that?
To the point where the only people at E3 were probably going to be Digital Devolver. Mm-hmm. And now, because everyone pulled out and said, hey, we're doing our own thing, it's just canceled. The killing blow was...
Goodbye.
Sega and Tencent then left. Yeah, it was Microsoft, Sony, Nintendo, Ubisoft, Sega, and Tencent all left. So that's what? That's 3 E3s. Sorry, EA on the brain. E3s in a row now canceled. Along with that, they have an official announcement saying that they have canceled both the digital and physical events for E3 2023. They cited that there was just a lack of interest in the event.
Lack of interest. That's the reason they canceled it. Right.
Also because no one's there.
Yeah, that's that, yeah.
I guess no one wants to do
Well, I mean, to be fair, if you think about it, yeah, there was a lack of interest. Because if no one's there, who's going to want to watch it?
Do you think I would? I mean, I would have done it for irony.
Honestly, yeah.
Yeah.
Because we had that bit where EA was just gonna be Metro 4 and nothing else.
Yeah. So our bit, which is now ruined because E3's canceled,
Thanks, E3.
is we were just gonna just say what was announced and then go on our phones and just read whatever headline we saw, being bored. But we can't do that now because they just canceled the whole event. Looks like we're just covering Summer Games Fest then.
So EA, now I have EA on the brain.
Right. We're so mad at EA.
And now I just lost my train of thought entirely. Oh, okay, I got it back on. So E3 is going out of their way to screw over our channel. That's what I'm getting from this.
So what we're saying is that we hereby promise that we're gonna do the DCM awards every year. Mm-hmm. Okay, we're gonna be as big as E3.
Yep.
Wait, Dave, we already did because no one's watching it this year.
Hey,
we won. Oops. And now there's uncertainty of what's gonna happen in the future. Guys, I don't know what to do. I don't think it's gonna recover.
I mean, COVID obviously was a big part of it.
Yeah, that was the big one.
Yeah, and then last year was like what, online only?
Mm-hmm, online only.
So I don't, at this point, there doesn't really seem to, with every studio and developer doing their kind of own version of E3, there's not really a need for E3 itself to exist. You know, if everyone's doing their own thing, it's like there's no point.
Yeah, and I would honestly say that's a positive, because if we had like one, let's just say there's like, for example, right, we have Sony, Nintendo, Microsoft, right? Let's just say like, January Microsoft, February Sony, March Nintendo, and they just repeat, right? I feel like that's a more organic process.
Yeah.
for us to hold information.
Yeah. I mean, Nintendo has been doing directs for God knows how many years.
Yeah.
Sony's been doing state of plays for God knows how many years.
And now Microsoft's been doing their own thing recently, now that they have all these IPs. So it's just, I feel like it's a more organic way of processing these announcements.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, like, literally, there's so much that's announced at E3. Like, did you know Jump Force was announced at E3?
Everyone remembers Jump Force.
Exactly. So it's like you get 200 game announcements in one weekend. Everyone has no idea what's releasing because sometimes they keep release dates vague. Because sometimes they just show trailers and nothing's made.
Yep. You just get overloaded with announcements. So it is going to feel better to just have things announced over a much longer time frame.
Yeah. Instead of just crammed into one weekend.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, this weekend I don't think people understand. Back in like the 360 games, this weekend was so powerful that if you release games on this weekend, they would die. Like, I'm pretty sure they released the sequel to Mirror's Edge during one.
Oh, really?
Dead. Remember Me? No one does. Dead.
Yeah, I've never even heard of that.
Exactly. That was a Capcom game.
Okay.
I think you're right. It was made by the people who made Life is Strange.
Okay.
Yeah.
When did this come out?
2013.
Okay, that's probably that definitely factors into why I don't know what it is.
Exactly. So like that's how powerful this weekend was because because no one would pay attention because they just got shotgun shelled with all these. And like the worst part is, right, I'm gonna be totally honest, E3 was supposed to be an electronics expo. Like you could go to the floor and try these demos out. I have never, in the decade I've spent paying attention, I never seen or heard anyone who genuinely went to the expo floor.
Yeah.
Unless, like, maybe they signed an NDA, I don't know, but like no one ever talks, wow, the demo I played on the expo was so good. No, I hear the trailer announcements.
Yeah, that's all anyone ever cared about for E3. That's the only reason anyone ever tuned in.
Yeah, like that. And don't you, and like you guys could come and be like, no, it's not. It was always about the No, it wasn't. Do you know why? Because every single E3, like rating E3, it was never on hands demos.
Yeah,
it was
only the
digital presentations. Like I don't know what you want.
Yeah, there's not much else.
There's not much there. I mean, I guess like there's still PAX.
But even then, PAX is they don't do much in the way of like announcements and presentations. They do panels.
Yeah,
and they have big developers there, like with booths. But that's more what E3, claimed to be. Like it's an actual expo rather than a presentation.
Yeah, maybe it's because there's just a huge lack of demos of everything, right? Like don't you remember when Resident Evil 2 came out and it had a demo and everyone freaked out because they had no idea what a demo was? Right? There's like a lack of demos. So yeah, I guess it would be hard to show off an expansion. I'm sorry, not like an expo.
Yeah.
Full of demos and stuff. Because everyone hides it because they spend 5 years making video games that are just mid. So the big names aren't going to show anything unless it's a cinematic trailer that they can approve of.
Right.
And then no one's going to come for indie games because no one cares about indie games. Not us, we care.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, there's just no way, I guess, to have an electronics expo anymore. Other than to show off trailers of new things that are, again, approved by people before anything.
So
yeah,
pour one out for E3, I guess.
Pour one out for E3, and I guess the death of video game expos where you can play demos. Yeah.
I mean, PAX is still going strong.
Yeah, but like, is it like E3 level?
No, not even close. But it's still very popular.
It's still popular. But,